Hello and welcome back. So today we're actually going to talk about the first king of England, or the supposed first king of England, and how they gained the title and who they were. Now we did talk about King Alfred before, and the fact that yes, he was king of Wessex, but not of England, even though he was called the Great. So we know from our last lesson that he was a good king and well liked by his people, and he did establish peace in Wessex and actually across England with the creation of Danelaw. But he wasn't the king of the whole of England. Um, it is said, so a lot of history that we talk about is what we assume to happen, or from stories and that sort of thing. So it's said that one day, not long before he died, King Alfred called together the most important people in his court. Pray, silence for the king. Today I wish to give this cloak, belt, and sword to my grandson, Ethelstan. Ethelstan was just a child, and people were surprised he was receiving such a gift. Today, not even our people here in Wessex know your name, but one day, when you are tall enough to wear this cloak, strong enough to lift this sword, you will be a great king, and your name will be known throughout the land. But, grandfather, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be king. So, what do you want to be? I want to be me? Hmm, it's a good answer, a wise answer. You will be king, but you will also always be yourself. While he was still young, historians believed that Athelstan was sent by his father, King Edward, who was the son of Alfred, to the kingdom of Mercia. And we talked about Mercia being the Midlands, so just above Wessex. Um, and there he was looked after by his aunt, Ethelfrieda, who was the queen of Mercia. Ethelfrieda was strong and determined. She built castles and fortresses, led armies against the Vikings, kind of went against some of the ideas of what a woman should do at this point, but was a strong leader and was the daughter of Alfred. Ethelfreda was a powerful queen and also a good teacher. She taught Ethelstan to love books and learning, and her warriors taught him fighting skills. So he had the best of both worlds as such. Not only were they developing his intelligence and his knowledge, but also the skills he would need to fight and be a good leader in that regard. She taught him how to lead an army into war, but she also taught him how to make peace. Ethelstan grew up to become a strong and wise young prince, and when his father Edward died in 924, Ethelstan became the king of both Wessex and Mercia, and many called him the ruler of all England. My lords, we have a long struggle ahead of us before I or anyone can claim to be king of all England. I tried hard to make peace across the land, but there are those who still want to fight. An army led by Constantine of Scotland is massing in the north. Scots, Irish, and Vikings are joining together to attack us. My lords, we will go to meet them, and we will defeat them. So Ethelstan's army met the forces led by Constantine at a place called Bannockburn in 937. The battle lasted for 2 days, and at the end, Ethelstan was victorious. But many had died on both sides. We have won the battle. It is time to weave the peace. Ethelstan became a great king. He helped the poor and passed laws to make the kingdom safer, building on those by his grandfather. He built churches and monasteries and promoted learning and had the Bible translated into English. after his father had spread it wide. His grandfather spread it wider. Most importantly, he started to bring the kingdom together. He invited leaders from all over the lands to meet with him, and they came. A kind of peace was created, and Ethelstan had become the first true king of all England. So what I want you to do is, using the information from the lessons, I want you to answer the following questions. What was the relation of King Alfred to Ethelstan? What 3 items did Alfred give Ethelstan? Ethelfrieda was queen of where? And who led the armies of the north? Which 3 groups made up the army from the north? And why do you think "I just want to be me" was a good answer in the eyes of Alfred? Good luck with the answering the questions. I'll see your answers on Tapestry. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.